Empty glass, full ashtray, same old song on replay. You showed up, boots by the door, laughing at smoke like I'd heard it before. Red lipstick on my best mistakes. You said, boy, how much more can you take? I said, pull up a chair, pour what you choose. If love's gonna hurt, make it whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. Floor. You stole my breath, then you asked for more. Neon buzzing, but I watched your eyes. All my bad habits in a good disguise. You said I'm trouble, wrapped in lace, a long slow fall you can't erase. I tip my glass to your worn out shoes, said trouble's my type and my type is blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels alive. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. Sunday morning, sun too bright. You in my shirt from the night last night. Coffee cold, but your hands were warm. We laughed at the mess and the thunderstorm. You traced the lines on my tired face, said you've been running, babe, from an empty place. I kissed your palm, said I always choose the long way home through the whiskey blues. Every promise tastes like fire, every kiss a spinning room. I keep lighting my desire like a match that knows its doom. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels alive. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. You're my last call, first sin, my goodbye, my begin. You're the ache I lean into the storm I keep walking through. You're the card I should not draw, every line I cross in chalk. You're the prayer I half believe, the one I drink and never leave. So take my pride, take my name, scratch your letters in my flame. If love's a tab I can't refuse, I'll pay it singing these whiskey blues. Hey! I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blue. So pour it slow, let the night run long. Life is short, but this love is strong. If I gotta drown, I'll choose this view. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. Neon bleeds on a wet back street. Every shadow knows my feet. I don't rush, I don't stall. Time bends, you've seen it all. Your name sits quiet in my chest. Not sharp, not heavy, just unrest. I don't dig through old truths. I already paid my dues. I learned early how to stay when love learns how to walk away. Some lessons don't come loud, they come proud. These dark blues don't pull me low, they just move me slow. They don't save, they don't bruise, they just let me choose. I don't beg, I don't lose, I stand tall in dark blues. Barroom mirrors lie politely, tell me I'm still holding steady. I don't argue with the glass, I let reflections pass. Your laughter fades like worn out tape, still warm but out of shape. I don't fix what time abused, I just live with the truth. Silence taught me how to lead, without hunger, without need. You don't need to prove control to own your soul. These dark blues don't scream my name, they keep me sane. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just refuse to let me bend, to let me lose. That's the rule of dark blues. Midnight rain taps coated signs like it's reading my spine. I don't flinch, I don't hide. I learn peace is on my side. Strength ain't loud, it's composed, it's every bridge you never burn. I don't chase what's confused, I walk clean through dark blues. If love's a flame, I kept the scar. Didn't worship, didn't bar. Some fires teach you how to see in low degrees. I ain't empty, I ain't cold, just finally in control. These I still lower my voice at night, like you're asleep nearby. Old habits don't need reasons, they just refuse to die. Your side of the room feels colder, even in summertime. Funny how absence can feel heavier than goodbye. I thought I'd learn to forget, but I just learned to live with it. These dark blues don't chase the pain, they let it stay. They don't tell me to be strong, they let me be. I don't run, I don't choose, I just stay with dark blues. I hear your name in crowded rooms, and my heart still turns. Not because I want you back, but because some things burn. I don't hate the life I had, I just miss who I was. When loving you felt simple, before fear made it hard. Some love doesn't break or end, it just changes shape. These dark blues know my truth, everything I couldn't do. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay dark blues. I don't beg, I don't move, I just breathe in dark blues. Sometimes I wonder if you know how much you changed me. Not with words or promises, but quietly. I carry you in how I listen, in how I pause, in how I hold back saying things I would have said before. If loving you was my mistake, I'd still make it again. Not for how it ended, but for who I was back then. I don't need forgiveness now, I just need to say you mattered in a way that never goes away. These dark blues don't let me heal, but they keep me real. They don't fix what I lose, they just see me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I just loved you, dark blues. If you ever feel this too, you weren't alone. I was there. Empty glass, full ashtray, same old song on replay. You showed up, boots by the door, laughing and smoke like I'd heard it before. Red lipstick on my best mistakes. You said, boy, how much more can you take? I said, pull up a chair, pour what you choose. If love's gonna hurt, make it whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slowing loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through, baby. If my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blood. Whiskey blue. We danced crooked on a crooked floor. You stole my breath and you asked for more. Neon buzzing, but I watched your eyes. All my bad habits in a good disguise. You said I'm trouble wrapped in lace, a long slow fall you can't erase. I tip my glass to your worn out shoes. Said trouble's my type and my type is blue. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slowing loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through, baby. If my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blue. Sunday morning, sun too bright. You in my shirt from the night last night. Coffee cold, but your hands were warm. We laughed at the mess and the thunderstorm. You traced the lines on my tired face. Said you've been running, babe, from an empty place. I kissed your palm, said I always choose the long way home through the whiskey blue. Every promise tastes like fire, every kiss a spinning room. I keep lighting my desire like a match that knows its doom. Oh yeah, love hits hard like a midnight train, slowing loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. take my name, scratch your letters in my flame. If love's a tab I can't refuse, I'll pay it singing these whiskey bleed blues. Hey! Years go by, same old bar, same old stool, same old scars, but your laugh still shakes the walls every time my past life calls. We ain't perfect, we ain't pure, but every fight makes me more sure. I trade my heaven for these worn-out shoes, walking beside you through the whiskey blues. Yeah. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slowing loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels alive. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through, baby. If my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey. Whiskey blue. Oh, let it break with whiskey. Whiskey blues. So pour it slow, let the night run long. Life is short, but this love is strong. If I gotta drown, I'll choose this view. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues, blues. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. Empty glass on the table again, just like my heart, just like my soul. Another sunrise, another regret. Where'd all the good times go? Whiskey tears stain my eyes, love's a lie. Broken bottle serenade. She walked out, door slammed shut, left me with nothing but dust. Said I was poison, a bitter taste, my love a wasted trust. Why does it hurt so bad, this ache in my chest? Whiskey tears sting my eyes, love's a lie. Broken bottle serenade. Used to believe it forever. kept your number in my phone, even when I stopped calling, like proof of a life I had before I learned about falling. Pass your street without looking now, still feel it in my chest. Funny how the heart remembers what the mind does best to forget. I was there, but not enough to, scared of love to show my love. These dark blues don't blame me, they just sit beside me. They don't ask me to be brave, they just stay. I don't shout, I don't choose, I just miss you. Dark blues. I learned how to laugh again in rooms you'll never see, but every job feels borrowed, like it's not really for me. I don't hate the man you left, I just wish he understood that loving you was simple, but I made it hard when I shouldn't. Some regrets don't scream or cry, they just breathe when you lie. These dark blues know my truth, everything I couldn't do. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay. Dark blues, I don't beg, I just carry. Dark blues. Sometimes I almost text your name just to see if it still feels wrong. Then I remember silence is how I keep you strong. If letting go means hurting you, then I'll hold this pain instead. Some love stories don't end loud, they live quietly in your head. If I could speak without fear, I'd say I loved you clear. Not perfect, not right, just real. Talk to walls that never speak. They listen better than I think. Every night I lay awake, holding pieces I can't shake. I smile through things I shouldn't have. Learned pain don't always stab. Sometimes it just stays with you. Quiet, true. I carried more than I could say. Let it bend me every day. Some hearts don't break in two. They thin, these dark blues feel like home. When I'm tired and alone, they don't judge, they don't use, they just hold the truth. I don't cry, I don't choose, I just sit with dark blues. Your name still sleeps inside my chest, not loud, just restless. I don't hate you, never did. I just love more than I let in. Some good things hurt the most when they're gentle, when they're close. I don't blame what I lost, I blame hope. I gave more than I could keep, promised things I couldn't be. Some nights I almost called. Then don't these dark blues know my way? Every doubt, every mistake. They don't leave, they don't bruise, they just stay when I'm used. I don't beg, I don't move, I breathe slow in dark morning light feels unfamiliar, like it don't remember you. I watch the world begin again while I'm stuck back down. Strength ain't standing tall, it's getting up at all. When your hands feel empty too, still you move. If love's a place I never left, just stood outside what I had left. I wasn't wrong, I wasn't right, just human in the quiet. I don't ask to be saved, I just wish I was brave enough to say I miss you, still do. These dark blues don't let me go. When I'm lower than I know, they don't heal, they don't excuse, they just see me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I survive in dark blues. I survive in dark blues. I'd lose in dark blues. If you hear this, know the truth. I loved you in dark blues. Empty glass. hangs heavy on my back, like it knows I won't crack. Street lights blinking, tire cold, same old truth, same old road. I don't rush, what time delays. I've learned patience pays its way. Every scar I didn't show still knows. I've seen promises wear thin, break from trying to win. Some fights die when you refuse to move. These dark blues don't change my mind, they just keep me in line. They don't beg, they don't use, they just groove. I don't bend, I don't lose, I keep time in dark blues. Ballroom jukebox plays it slow, songs about things I used to know. Your name slips through the tune, gone before it lands too soon. I don't chase what fades away, I let distance have its say. Some men shout, some men bruise, I grew quiet, I grew used. Silence taught me how to lead, without hunger, without need. You don't have to steal the room to move. These dark blues keep my pace, never rush, never waste. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just stay true. I don't rise, I don't lose, I walk slow in dark blues. Midnight rain, tap steady lines, like it's reading my spine. I don't flinch, I don't stall, I've outlived the fall. Strength ain't loud or fast, it's knowing what will last. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I learn calm from dark blues. If love's a fire, I let it burn, watch the ash learn to turn. Some warmth costs too much skin to stay in. I ain't empty, I ain't cold, just season control. Shine, they just match my time. When the night asks me to choose, I don't refuse. I don't win, I don't lose, I just move in dark blues. Ooh, dark blues. Dawn comes through, no cue, same walk, dark blues. Coffee's gone cold on the counter, ashtrays full of old fights. Your perfume still on that flannel shirt, hanging where you left last night. You said you're tired of the same old story, me and that bottle in the same old chair. You slammed the door, took your glory, left that echo buzzing in the air. Like it's laughing at this fool. I've been trading all our Sundays for smoky bars and cheap bar stools. Every promise that I ever poured you spit out somewhere on the floor. Now it's me in this glass and gonna fix it. You can't sleep here on this floor. So I stumbled through that screen door, sunrise, stained hands, heavy eyes. Every hangover holds a promise that I'll break by Friday night. You're out there finding fresh air, I'm in here breathing smoke. You found peace inside a sunrise, I found comfort in the choke. But I remember how your laughter used to dance across my skin. Now it's just the ice in this glass, tapping time for what might have been. Got whiskey on my wedding ring, lipstick on my guilty grin. I keep losing every good thing to the same old sin. Love's a cage and love's a key. You set it down and walk from me. Now every road leads back to you. And these whiskey blues, yeah. I could pour this poison out, take that walk to your front door. Say I'm done with chasing shadows, done sleeping on this barroom floor. Would you slam it in my face or pull me in, say start again? Is there a prayer in this disaster, or just a wish at the bitter end? Oh, I traced that pale tan line where a ring used to ride. You took yours off in anger, I still twist mine when I lie. Maybe love is just a lesson written crooked across our days. Maybe I'm a slow learner, still reading it the hardest way. Got whiskey on my wedding ring, lipstick on my guilty grin. I keep losing every good thing to the same old sin. Love's a storm and love's a bruise. I wear your name inside my shoes. Every step I feel that truth. And these whiskey blues, oh. So here's to all our almost, all the fights and all the fun. To the way you said you'd save me from myself and from that sun. If you ever feel that midnight creeping lonely through your bones, you know where this fool is sitting. Same bar stool, same old ghost. Got whiskey on my wedding ring, and your memory in my veins. If loving you's a losing, stopped asking where you went. Some answers hurt too much. I learned to fold your memory like a letter I won't touch. Your name still fits my silence better than any sound. Some people leave your life but never leave you out. I don't chase what's gone, I just live where it belongs. These dark blues sit with me, no judgment, no relief. They don't tell me to move on, they let me stay. I don't shout, I don't choose, I just breathe in dark blues. I see you in the way I pause before I say goodbye. In every honest moment, I don't know why. I don't wish things were different, I just wish I was braver then. just learn to ache quiet. These dark blues know my name, every fault, every shame. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay. Dark blues, I don't run, I don't move, I just feel in dark blues. I hope someone holds your hand the way I never did. I hope they say the things I kept locked in. If you ever think of me, I hope it's kind, not as a wound, just as time. I loved you without noise, without demands, without a voice. If that's all I ever do, it was enough, it was true. These dark blues don't fade away, they just age. They don't heal, they don't excuse, they just see me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I just loved you. Dark blues. Some love stays quiet, so it can last. Save your seat without knowing why. Like you walk in and say I'm fine. The room still holds your weight, even time won't rearrange. I practiced all the words I'd say if I ever got that day. But the door stayed still and closed, and I learned how silence grows. I thought love could wait its turn, didn't know it burns to learn. These dark blues hold my breath when I think about what's left. They don't tell me I was wrong, they just play the song. I don't fight, I don't choose, I just remember in dark blues. I wear your jacket when it's cold, feels like I'm not alone. Every pocket tells a lie that you're just outside. I don't cry like I should, I just stand where we stood. Some goodbyes don't arrive, they just show up as live. I was strong comes like nothing changed, like love don't rearrange. People say you'll be okay, like okay means gone someday. I don't need to understand, I just need to feel your hand one more time just to prove this was true. If I had one on this prayer, it wouldn't ask you back here, it just asked forgiveness for the nights I missed. I was learning how to be a man while losing you was the plan I never chose. They just learn my tears. They don't heal, they don't excuse, they just see me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I just love you in dark blue. If love still hears what we say, I hope you know I'll stay. day begins. Still feel your touch. Where do I win this losing game? Lipstick on a napkin, phone number and a dare. Our small town Saturday, loud laugh, long hair. We burned through that little bar till the bartender killed the light. You said love's just borrowed trouble. I said pour me one more night. We moved in by the train tracks, second floor paper thin walls. Shared a mattress and a kettle, and a dream too big for those halls. You'd paint till 3 in the morning, I'd hum chase chords out of tune. Two kids building up a kingdom out of coffee stains in June. Love is a whiskey on your shoulder, warms you up and pulls you under. Burns like summer, hits like thunder. You hold tight, but it runs right through. We keep dancing on this border between forever and disorder. Raise that glass and toast the wonder of getting lost, getting found in you. You took that job in the city, I took that dive bar band. You bought books on being fearless, I bought strings and secondhand amps. You said, why you always leaving? I said, why you always scared? Funny how the same old questions prove we both still care. We fight like lightning over nothing, slamming doors and losing sleep. But every time we say we're done, we never quite get free. Love is a whiskey on your shoulder, warms you up and pulls you under. Burns like summer, hits like thunder. You hold tight, but it runs right through. We keep dancing on this border between forever and disorder. Raise that glass and toast the wonder of getting lost, getting found in you. Getting found in you. Your mama called me reckless, my brother called you wild. We were older than our ages, still inside we were a child. That night you missed my showtime, I missed the train back home. Two people in the same old city, feeling twice as alone. I found you on the rooftop, bare feet on the concrete cold. You said I'm scared I'll wake up 40 and this story's never told. I said, baby, we all writing it, every bruise and every bruise. You laughed and cried in the same breath, said I pick you, I choose this truth. Love is a whiskey on your shoulder, warms you up then pulls you under. Burns like summer, hits like thunder. You hold tight, but it runs right through. We keep dancing on this border between forever and disorder. Raise that glass and toast the wonder of getting lost, getting found in you. We ain't saints, we ain't sinners. We're the space between the two. Oh yeah. We're that last sip in the bottle that you swear is just for you. We're the fight over the dishes, then the kiss against the sink. We're the leave me the hell alone and the baby, don't you the key. Then you pour one more confession, slide that glass right back to me. Hey, hey. Love is a whiskey on your shoulder, warms you up, then pulls you under. Burns like summer, hits like thunder. You hold tight, but it runs right through. We keep dancing on this border between forever and disorder. Raise that glass and toast the wonder of getting lost, getting found in you. So here's to all our wrong turns, all our late night taxi prayers, to the days we almost lost it, but still chose to stay right there. If love's a whiskey on my shoulder, I'll wear that burn like something true. Let it sting, let it steady every time I lean on you. Oh yeah. Empty bottles clinking, echoes in my head. Another night of thinking, words unsaid. This ain't no love song, honey, just the blues instead. Midnight train, carry my pain. Midnight train, wash away the stain. Midnight train, again and again. Oh, sunrise through the blinds, another day's cool light. Leaving doubts behind, fading into night. Aching in my bones, lost the will to find. Midnight train, carry my pain. Midnight train, wash away the stain. Midnight train, again and again. Whiskey burning down slow, like a memory of her touch. Where did our good times go? Why did I want too much? Just a fool I know, never learning such. Shadows on the wall, dancing with my ghost. Heard the lonely call of all the love I lost. Standing tall or falling, who pays the final cost? sunrise on the windowsill. Coffee gone cold, your side still warm. Last night's argument hanging in the air like that coat you never wear anymore. You said, baby, I'm tired of your promises. I laughed it off, then I watched you pack. You walked out slow in my faded shirt, and every step you took I felt it crack. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds. Same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. Jukebox crooning in the corner booth, couples dancing swaying soft and slow. I'm nursing bruises no one can see, smiling at strangers that I don't wanna know. There's lipstick ghosts on my old glass, memories floating in the amber light. Your laugh, your hands on my backseat neck, every wrong I did coming back tonight. Thought I was a wild man born to roam. You were the map that felt like home. Now the road just feels like running from everything I broke. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds. Same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, yeah. We had blue jeans, back porch summers, bare feet, thunder rolling slow. You traced futures on my freckled shoulder, said promise me you'll never let me go. But late nights turned into later lies. I chased every shadow on the wall. You waited up in that cotton dress till my excuses just stopped coming at all. Now this fool feels like a witness stand. Every bottle's just telling on me. I'll trade every shot in this busted town for one more chance to let you see. Yeah, I got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds. Same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. Maybe you're dancing in some quiet kitchen, bare feet tapping on the linoleum floor. Maybe you're learning how to sleep alone, now waiting on my key in the door. I'm playing tough guy in a cloud of smoke, but my hands won't stop that shake. I used to think heartbreak was just a song till I felt that first real break. like your late night gone. My hand remembers your shape, even when my mind moves on. The house don't sound the same when your name's not said. Silence fills the places where our laughter used to live. I didn't know the last goodbye would feel this quiet inside. These dark blues sit real low, where the honest feelings go. They don't shout, they don't accuse, they just tell the truth. I don't scream, I don't choose, I just take in dark blue. Your coffee cup still on the shelf, like it's waiting to. I tell myself it's just a thing, but things remember you. I've learned how to smile at work, how to laugh on cue, but every calm I build still breaks back into you. They say healing's letting go, but nobody says how slow. These dark blues know my name, every night, every shame. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay dark blues. I don't beg, I don't move, I just breathe in dark blue. Sometimes I talk to you alone, like you're just down the hall. I don't ask for answers now, I just miss it all. Loving you wasn't the hard part, it was learning how to stay. When staying meant pretending you weren't slipping away. If love's a scar, I wear it clean. No anger, no in between. I wouldn't trade the pain I feel for not knowing how real it was to be yours. Even one. These dark blues don't fade with time, they just learn to lie inside. They don't heal, they don't excuse, they just see me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I survive in dark blue. If you ever hear this tune, know I loved you. And dark table. Another night alone. Whiskey burns my throat. Why'd you leave me, woman? Where'd you go? The blues inside. Sunrise paints the window pane. Another day begins. Still feel your touch. Where do I win? This losing game. Table, like you might walk back in. Habits die harder than love. That's how this grief begins. Your coat still smells like rain, like nights we couldn't sleep. I don't touch it much these days, but it's still touches me. They said time would dull the ache, but it just taught me how to fake being fine. These dark blues sit with me when the room gets too quiet to breathe. They don't ask me to be strong, they just let me break along. I don't run, I don't choose, I just hurt in dark blues. Your laughter lives in empty space between words I never say. I hear you most when no one's here, when the night won't look away. I replay things I didn't do, more than the things I did. Some regrets don't scream or bruise, they whisper then dig in. I learned love ain't always loud, sometimes it's just staying around in the pain. These dark blues know my name, every doubt, every shame. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay. Dark blues, I don't beg, I don't move, I just feel in dark blues. Morning comes like nothing's wrong, like the world don't feel this lost. People talk about moving on like it's just a switch you cross. I smile back, I play my role, say I'm good, say I'm fine, but every step I take alone leaves you further on my mind. If I had one honest prayer, it wouldn't ask you back, it just asked for one more night where I could tell you that I loved you more than I showed, more than fear would have lied. I'm still learning how. These dark blues hold my hand when I don't understand. They don't fix what I lose, they just help me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I survive in dark blues. If you ever feel this too, I'm still here. In dark blue. Headlights stretch on a two-lane scar, city fades in the rearview door. I don't pray for open signs, I read the road, I read the lines. Every mile I didn't run taught me who I become. I don't chase a younger truth, I outgrew. I've seen hope dressed up as need, watched it beg, watched it bleed. Some lessons hit you clean when you lean back. These dark regret. Same damn song, I ain't skipped yet. Your name hums in broken chords, not sharp enough to hurt no more. I don't rewind what's already gone. I let the night roll on. Some men shout, some men bruise. I learn quiet truths. Ooh, silence taught me how to hear what noise hides in fear. You don't need to own the road to drive these dark blues. Keep my speed, never faster than I need. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just cruise. I don't bend, I don't lose, I move steady in dark blues. Gas station lights at 2 a.m. Feel like old friends again. Nobody asks where I'm from. They just sell me time and rum. Strength ain't fighting every bend. It's nowhere red ends. I don't stall, I don't choose. I trust these dark blues. If love was fuel, I burned it clean. Didn't beg, didn't lean. Some fires teach you when to slow before you go.